Hello, I usually don't make videos like this, especially because I was expecting this game to be good, but for the 2 years, I'm sorry, this game fucking sucks. Like, the base gameplay of the game is okay. You collect little doodles named lumens, you feed them to worm, and yeah, sounds fun, right? Well, let me tell you something. It is the opposite of fun. I have played this game for approximately like 6 hours and I haven't beaten it. Now, yeah, it might be a skill issue, which it probably is, but the game advertised itself in the menu as a story mode game. Now, what is the game missing? You guessed it, story mode. This is the first problem with the game. The lack of story. It basically has no story whatsoever. Now, they did change it to levels, but it literally did say story, so I don't get the point. Like, what? Obviously every game doesn't need story, which is okay. But, I don't know, this just lacks of everything. Now, the second reason I really dislike this game is the lack of explanation. Now, obviously, the point of you dying and learning what to do, awesome! Doors has it, and everything else has it. This game? Let's say the one guy named Alice, I think it is, the one with scissors, the only tip you get is don't get near her. If she sees you or something, run. What can't you do? Run! Because she always knows your location once she sees you. Which is absurd! The second problem with explanations is the bunny rabbit dude. Now, it might not be a problem, but because if you look at the map, but the map shows you there's a room behind the bunny rabbit. But what's not behind the rabbit? The room. So they messed up the map. One of the main purposes of the game. The freaking map. How do you mess that up? Like, I feel like they did absolutely zero playtesting with the stupid game. That's a bit too far. But it's just honest, okay? What's another problem is the puzzles. Now, if you're a solo player like me, there's no point of even doing the puzzles. Like, I watched Fusion play it solo, he did it solo. He spent 5 minutes doing a puzzle. Guess how much time he got back for it? 3 minutes. The puzzles take longer than they give you, especially if you're solo, like a lot of people, including me, are. Let's get to the more problematic things of this game. For example, the chase scenes. Now, I personally didn't struggle with any besides the stupid chase scene at the end of the game. I didn't even beat the game because of it. I don't even know how much. Like, I don't even know how much I spent on it. Like, I'll have it on the screen. This is how much I spent in total for the chase scenes at the end of the game. And this is how much I spent in total in the entire game in general. Like, I bet it's an absurd amount. Fortunately for me, it isn't really a big deal because, well, I don't really care, right? I support games even if they're trash. I literally like Garden of Banban is one of the examples of trash which I support. But the first chase in the game, Jesus Christ, you should not include timed jumps in a chase scene, especially if you don't know how to do it. Finding Frankie, for example, similar chase scenes, but what did they do correctly? They made their chase scenes correctly. They didn't make it too annoying. They didn't make it They actually playtested it, and it was actually fun. What does this game do? Throws you into a chase team scene, run, press levers just like in Finding Frankie, which is a cool reference. Run, jump. Let's open a door. Oh look, the first thing you gotta do when you open a door, you need to jump. Now that's the second problem. The worm chase. Now originally the doors instantly closed, and this is absurd. How is anyone supposed to do this? I mean, I ended up beating the okay, I give it that. And this is another example of timed events. The worms, I'm not sure if the big worm's chasing you in that part, but it's just annoying as hell. Now, let's get to the third chase. Or well, Not the chase, but the roller coaster. Now, that one's fun, but it lacks of testing again. Basically, what the minigame is, you need to ride a coaster, which I'm probably not have a gameplay of it on the screen right now. You need to ride a coaster, which is fun. You need to use your gun to shoot balloons, which, oh, that sounds cool. The problem? There's little goobers after you. Now, these things tend to block the way of the gun so you cannot shoot the balloons, which might be their entire reason for it. But the problem is, you miss one balloon, GG's, you need to restart the in the beginning. I am sorry for the amount of swearing, I'm just ranting myself out at this game at this point. Now, I would post a part 2 of my gameplay on this, which I'm not gonna do, because, well, I didn't beat the game. I'm not gonna bother beating the game. I never want to touch this game again. I'll just tell you one thing. I went from being excited with this game to being extremely disappointed with this game. The final chase. Now, what's so bad about it is, in the end, you have 2 minutes and 10 seconds to escape one of the most annoying parkour little thingies in the entire game. I spent about, what, 63 times 4 Robux on it, I think? I'm not sure. That's because I have Roblox Plus, thanks to the generous donor we have. But besides that, it's still annoying as heck. So after that chase you might think, like, oh my god, finally the game. No! There's a 2D side-scroller chase out of nowhere. Literally just turns into a 2D side-scroller. The problem with that? They didn't playtest it. If your ping is a little lower than it's a little higher than its normal players' pings, for example the owner's ping, or maybe you don't have a good device, let's say, for example mobile players, I'm not saying their devices are bad, but how are you supposed to do it? I don't know. The problem is very simple. I think its name is Wonder with an A, not Wonder. The thing is, the character just comes through walls without any warning, and you can get stuck super easily because of the amount of falling objects that have no indicator at all. Now again, this might just be a skill issue, but it's still annoying as hell. I'm not sure what's after that part. Hopefully the game ends, but there's probably even more, like a lot more. I'm not surprised if there is, but like, here's the problem. They do refill your lives at the end. They do that, which is a good thing. But considering you need to literally just know what you're exactly doing, otherwise you're not beating it, especially on easy mode, which should have checkpoints and infinite lives, by the way. It's just, I don't even know what I want to say anymore at this point. Was it worth the 2-year wait? In my opinion, it wasn't. It really wasn't. Like, we expected more than what we got. The game in the trailers looked amazing. I was extremely excited. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take my time off of the game development for this game. Which, yoo-hoo, I did that. And how good was the game in the end? Pretty trash. I know I've been ranting about this game for 10 minutes, but like, let's get to some of the positive things before I enter the video. Some positives are the design is good, like the game design itself, not gameplay, but graphics are very well made. The enemies are very cool. But are they well coded? And well, no, but the enemies are cool. The map itself is pretty cool. The model's very well made, in my opinion. Especially like, Wormy's pretty cool. Wander is pretty cool. Wander is pretty cool. Like, very cool game design wise, but like, that's kind of the only good thing about this game. I'm probably never touching this game in my life again. If I am, it's just to play it with Brick. But yeah, I'm sorry. This is just a video I wanted to make talking about why I'm not gonna post the second part, and in my opinion it wasn't worth the 2-year wait. So just leave your comments down below on what do you guys think of the game. You can like the video if you agree, you can dislike if you disagree. I wouldn't really mind any, I just wanted to get this out, like, I've been keeping it in for too long. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.